Hi everybody, Michael here from Guardians of the United Kingdom, and I want to do a video today telling the United Kingdom people, or the British people, that we have never been in a better position, believe it or not. Now I know a lot of people will be saying, what are you going on about, Michael? The country is a mess, it's a joke, it can't get any worse. And I agree, but once you have spiritual wisdom, which I have inherited through my own personal suffering, I know that suffering and pain can be an opportunity for rebirth, or it is an opportunity for rebirth. And in ancient traditional societies, young men would be initiated into a spiritual path young. But in our society, we've completely lost track. And what can happen is when you have suffering, that is how you can be initiated into a spiritual path. Because when you suffer very deeply, you seek something transcendent. Because when you give up on life, you start thinking, is this all there's about? And you seek something more. And that is how you get initiated into the spiritual path. And that's why I believe it's a great opportunity for our country. Because our country is in such a mess, people are looking for something to save us or something transcendent. And we need a rebirth in our country. And that's why I've set up Guardians of the United Kingdom, to give birth to a movement that's actually going to solve the problems. And I'm asking the British people, do not get too involved or obsessed with politics. It's not going to do anything. They're clown shows. We've seen this week Elon Musk, Donald Trump arguing like clowns. And I do like these people in terms of I've looked to them for hope in the past. And you look at Reform Party are weak and pathetic. You had the Muslim chairman quit, everybody gets hope, and then all of a sudden he's back in. But I do not believe reform and a political solution is viable. I believe we need to put all our time, energy, and focus into this movement, the Guardians of the United Kingdom. And what this movement is all about, it's about solving problems ourselves. And it is based on something transcendent. So it is based on two things. And this is what ancient traditional societies used to have, such as ancient Rome, Sparta, and all the great traditional societies. It was based on the sages. So I'm going to have a council of sages, and it's based on the warriors. And I will have a council or a warrior division in the Guardians of the United Kingdom. So you have the sages and the spiritual masters who look after the spiritual health of the nation. And then if there's any problems, the warrior division will go out and sort it out. And that is stark contrast to what we have. The reason our society and our country is so messed up is because we go by merchant and mercenary. So we're run by all the money men. So BlackRock, Qatar Investment, Bill Gates, all the rich people are the merchants, and basically whatever they decide happens. And then you have the mercenaries, which is all the politicians or all the hotel owners who are taking money to house illegals and destroy our country. And everybody who sells out for money, everybody's just obsessed with money. And that's why our country's going to hell in a handbasket, because nobody cares about doing what's right and protecting the people of the country. They just care about money, and the money makers have their own agendas. So what we need to do is forget about that old system and build a new movement. And that's what, as I said, the Guardians of the United Kingdom is all about. And it will be beautiful because it will be based on spiritual value, something transcendent, something eternal. And we can give our youth hope. Our youth have zero hope at the moment. Our country is a joke. There's no possibilities or nothing. But once we tell them to embrace the struggle, embrace the battle, and we give them a code of honor, we give them values, we give them discipline, we give them spiritual advice, we get them strong and powerful. They can be young warriors. We can get them a community for them to get involved with. We can help them overcome all their mental health problems because they're spiritual health problems. Once we get the sages and the warriors building their mind, body, and spirit, they'll be unstoppable. And once we get the movement going like a snowball down a mountain, it will grow and it will grow and it will grow. And with the power of the spirit, it will be unstoppable. Nothing will stop us. Forget about the globalists or Islamists. Nothing will stop us. And it's actually a blessing. I was thinking about it the other day. Everybody's getting downbeat about, say, Islam rising in the UK. But it's a blessing because they're encouraging us to fight. We've been, since the 60s and all the hippie movement, and we've been on a downward trend for decades. All people care about is, yeah, man, live for the moment and just going to go on holiday and get drunk. And all that has led to our country being complacent, and the Muslim invasion is encouraging us to get our warrior spirit back and stop living for the moment, living for the flesh. We've forgotten our spiritual connection and our spiritual values and our spiritual duty. So it's a beautiful gift that Islam has given us, a fight. So we need to fight first and foremost spiritually. And then if we need to defend our land, we'll have our warriors in place and we embrace it. It's a gift. This is what life's all about. Life isn't about sitting on a beach, having money, boring to me. I couldn't think of anything worse. I want to be having a spiritual purpose in my life and waking up every morning excited and ready for battle. That's what life's all about. Not sitting on a beach. Yeah, sit on a beach and then we're going to go and get drunk in the evening and we're going to eat loads of food. Boring. Couldn't think of anything worse. I want to battle. I want to live every day with purpose. And that's what we can have in our country. And people who don't have hope, we'll say to them, or once they realize, well, life isn't about materialism. So even though I don't have much money, I've got a purpose. I'm with a community. I'm with the guardians of the United Kingdom, and we're going to take our country back and make it better than ever before. A rebirth, a spiritual rebirth. The politicians are clowns. They're not going to give us a spiritual rebirth. They're just going to cause division and delude us and slowly boil us as a frog and not make any changes. But we can make changes. So if you're from the United Kingdom, come and join this movement. For now, subscribe. I'm getting a constitution and everything together very soon. And then I'll start welcoming. I'm going to pick my own council members. And from there, we're going to make everything brilliant. But as I say, for now, just subscribe to the channel. Share it with as many people in the United Kingdom who are fed up and tell them to ignore politics. Come and join us here at the Guardians of the United Kingdom. Like the video, comment below if you've got any further ideas. Or if you want to encourage everybody to come and join, share it as well. God bless everybody today. Goodbye.